If you've already seen the show and you think that reading the books will just give you the same experience, trust me, it won't. There's a lot of stuff in the books that you won't get just from watching the TV show. Hello, I'm the Fantasy Bookworm, and today I wanted to make a video dedicated to the memory of Rob Grant, the co-creator of the science fiction comedy TV show Red Dwarf, who sadly passed away at the age of 70 just a couple of weeks ago at the time of recording this. So this isn't going to be a full detailed breakdown of his career, as I wanted to focus more on where Rob Grant's life intersects with my interests personally as a bookish person and as a science fiction fan. But if you would like to see a video which covers his career more extensively, then I would recommend the tribute made by Red Dwarf Nerd, which I will put a link up to on screen now. But just to give a bit of context, Rob Grant got his break in the 1980s writing for radio shows and TV shows along with his collaborating partner Doug Naylor, and together they worked on the TV sketch show Spitting Image, notably, which of course was very successful, and off the back of that they created Red Dwarf, which I'm sure you're familiar with if you're watching this video, most likely, but for those who may not be, Red Dwarf is basically a comedy set in the far future in deep space, 3 million years in the future to be precise, and it follows Dave Lister, who is the last human being alive, played by Craig Charles, and he's stuck on the mining ship Red Dwarf. The show is considered to be very successful, especially the first 6 series, which Rob Grant worked on before he ended his collaborating partnership with Doug Naylor and left the production to pursue other projects of his own. But what I really want to focus on today is the books. This is a book-themed YouTube channel after all, and Red Dwarf books are quite interesting in that they do adapt a lot of storylines from the TV show. However, they are set in a different universe and follow a completely different continuity. I mean, Red Dwarf is known for being quite inconsistent with its continuity anyway, but the books follow their own timeline, and they also include a lot of additional expanded material, which is not from any TV show episodes. So if you've already seen the show and you think that reading the books will just give you the same experience, trust me, it won't. There's a lot of stuff in the books that you won't get just from watching the TV show. The first 2 Red Dwarf novels are Infinity Welcomes Careful Drivers and Better Than Life, both of which I have copies of here, and you can see they're quite tatty and bleached. I've read both of them multiple times. But as with the early episodes of the TV series, they are both written jointly by Rob Grant and Doug Naylor, and credited to Grant Naylor as like a singular entity. And these are 2 of my favourite sci-fi books of all time. They clearly draw a lot of influence from the likes of Douglas Adams and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, especially with how you will sometimes get an entire chapter which is like an anecdote breaking down a concept, a sci-fi concept from the show, such as holograms or gelfs. So if you enjoy that style of writing, then I would definitely recommend giving both of those books a read. After Grant and Naylor's partnership ended, Rob Grant did go on to write one more solo Red Dwarf novel, which I have here, which is Backwards. And this was published in 1996, so interestingly after Rob Grant had already left the production of the TV show. And I actually only just got round to reading this for the first time just last year, and I should probably make a review of it at some point. Now, there was going to be another Red Dwarf prequel book called Titan, which Rob Grant had co-written with Andrew Marshall, which was due to be released in July this year. And at the time of recording this, I don't quite know what the situation with that is, because as far as I'm aware, the book was in the final stages of copy editing at the time when Rob Grant passed away. So it is entirely possible that it may still yet be released, posthumously of course, but I think we'll just have to keep an eye out for further announcements as far as what is happening with that. I'm aware that Rob Grant has also subsequently written other novels not related to Red Dwarf, and unfortunately I've not got round to reading any of those yet, but if any of you watching this have read any of his other books, and you would recommend any of them, then please do let me know down in the comments. And also let me know if you've read Infinity Welcomes Careful Drivers, or Better Than Life, or Backwards, and what you thought of those books. I would be very interested to hear. And I would like to finish off by just wishing all of the best to all of Rob Grant's friends and family. I hope that they're all doing okay. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again here on this channel very soon.